He's gone on a flurry with Vanderbilt out of the game. This is the matchup he wants.
Curry blocked by Davis.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are recapping last night's game, Lakers-Warriors round 2 of the playoffs, where Lakers won 117 to 112. Woo, do we have a series on our hand? Warriors got a lot of work cut out for them. This is going to be a really tough series for them. Honestly thought we got out to a pretty good start. Wiggins was able to get a couple to go. Klay was 3 for 4, and Steph even had 2 triples in that first quarter. It honestly didn't feel like we had just played that Game 7 2 days ago. Warriors' legs looked fresh, they looked locked in, had a really good start to the game. A concerning stat though for the Warriors, they actually had 21 threes on 40% shooting, 30 assists, and limited their turnovers to 8 and still took the loss in this game. I would say for most nights, if the Warriors perform that well, they're beating a lot of teams. So what went wrong? Well, AD was a menace on both ends of the court. He ended with 30 very efficient points, 23 boards, and 4 blocks. That transition block on Wiggins was incredible. I can't think of many other players in the entire NBA that can make a block like that. Their defensive scheme in the half court also gave us a lot of issues. We weren't able to get to the rim. That's just what the Lakers do. They pack the paint with LeBron, AD. They put Vanderbilt on the best perimeter player, and they just force you to go into the paint to try to either shoot tough mid-range shots or get to the hoop, where Anthony Davis can contest a lot of shots, and he was deterring guys, he was blocking shots, he was just incredible on the defensive end last night. Warriors fouled way too much. The discrepancy last night, 29 free throw attempts to 6. That is just something that we can't have. It basically negated our 3-point advantage and allowed the Lakers to get in their half court set by slowing things down at the free throw line. D'Lo had a really good third quarter. He actually made a couple really timely buckets for the Lakers to keep us at arm's length. Overall, I thought D'Lo offensively was really good, but we do have to take advantage of him on the defensive end, because when Vanderbilt was out and D'Lo was in for scoring, Steph Curry was unlocked. He was able to go on some mini runs there, both in the first quarter and in the fourth quarter. So that's something that we have to match minutes where we can to avoid Curry and Vanderbilt on the court always at the same time. Ultimately, the Lakers' size and physicality won this game. My X factor when I was breaking down, looking at the film, was Anthony Davis. LeBron James didn't have a bad game, but his impact was felt in spurts. You felt Anthony Davis every minute he was on the court. He was grabbing offensive rebounds, putbacks, blocks, just making it super tough for us to get anything going. And that Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Vanderbilt lineup is really good on defense. Now, you give up a little on offense because you can't space the floor as well, but overall it makes it really tough for any of our guys to get to the hoop. I can't tell you how many times I thought we were going to get an easy layup and one of the Lakers bigs just were able to deter the shot or block it. And that's something that we're going to have to figure out moving forward if we want any chance. We actually won the paint battle against Sacramento pretty handily. We were scoring a lot more points in the paint than Sacramento most nights. And last night, I think it was like 50 to 28 points in the paint. So that's something that the Warriors are really going to have to figure out. All right, what worked for the Warriors? Well, Poole actually had his best shooting night for the playoffs so far, getting 6 triples, breaking down the defense, driving to the hoop. Wasn't able to get a ton of layups, but he was able to get some shots for our guys, and I think that's going to be his key role moving forward. If he can break down the defense and just kick out to shooters while pulling some of the Lakers defenders with him, I think we're going to generate some decent looks there. Poole's also going to have to consistently try to match D'Lo's production. Both of those players are pretty bad on defense themselves, but if Poole can provide enough offense, it's definitely going to be worth having him out there. The ball in Curry's hands down the stretch was also very effective for the Warriors. The high pick and roll, the ability to get an easier defender on Curry or just pull Anthony Davis out from the paint worked really well. I think we're going to have to continue to spam high pick and roll with Looney, Draymond, maybe use a little guard to guard with Klay so we can free him up for, a pick and pop. I think there's a lot to be happy about what we did. Ultimately we only scored 112 points, which is not going to cut it on most nights, but we were generating some really good looks. Like I said, Klay actually was 3 for 4 in the first quarter, and then I think he went 6 for like 20 or something. So he had a rough shooting night, but he was getting good looks. He was matched up mostly with Reeves on the offensive end, and I thought Klay stood around a little too much. I'd like to see Klay, move off the ball, use screens to get open, because he's got the height advantage, he's got the physical advantage. That's a matchup I think he can win, and if he does, I think that's going to go a long way for us to win this series. Overall, I really liked what the Warriors were doing on offense. I thought we generated really good looks from three. We had 21 in the game. I'll be very curious to see what the Warriors do to help get our paint points up, and try to pull Anthony Davis or LeBron or whoever's in the paint out a little bit more. Vanderbilt was a problem in game one against Steph, so hopefully we can use some more on-ball screens to either switch him off or at least free up Steph to make a play. I thought AD played an incredible game last night, and if he keeps this up for 3 or 4 more games, it's going to be an early exit for the Warriors. We did see though in the Memphis series that AD took his foot off the gas a little bit, so is he still going to have that locked in laser focus? Because if he does, like I said, we don't really have an answer for him, but if he coasts 1 or 2 games, those are going to be games that the Warriors can actually win, and we have to take advantage of every minute of that. Now, it was just one game, but the lack of size and ability to play defense without fouling really negated anything we had going on the offensive end. The series is every other game, so I think while to start, it favored the Lakers because they had those 4 days of rest, but are Anthony Davis, LeBron James, are they going to be able to hold up with minimal rest? Only time will really tell. I don't know. That may be something that we can keep an eye out, and if they do slow down, then we have to take advantage of that. All right, appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you guys in the breakdown on Friday.